Hi everyone, Agnes here. I am going to read you a success story. I'm not going to be on video today. My partner and I are both getting over COVID, and I will be doing this as audio only. So, this is from Ali, and this is her email to me. It all happened 5 years ago when I was only 21 years old, and I got in contact with the law of attraction. You were the first teacher of teaching the manifestation of a specific person. Although it was unknown for me, somehow I was determined to follow your teachings. At that time, I was in love with someone, but that person was not in love with me. And that's understandable because that's how I used to project him within me. I had to admit that at my beginnings of these teachings, I struggled a lot. I couldn't understand more of it, especially when it comes to the self-love part. It was the first time in my life I could hear something as that, self-love. I remember when I affirmed at first positively and beautifully about myself, I couldn't hold my tears. I cried a lot. They were unknown feelings for me. How special it is to fall in love with yourself. It was the very first time I felt truly loved in my life. Before all of this journey, I had an extremely low self-esteem, and according to the nowadays society, beauty standards, and I can be labeled as a beautiful and well-built woman, but was never able to see it myself. I could hear also a lot of people complimenting me about my looks, but of course, if you don't feel good at yourself, the other comments cannot affect at all your current state. But you have no idea what happened then, Agnes. All of my shift took no longer than 2 weeks. I started to feel confident, I started to feel beautiful, I started to see the best in me, and magically everything changed. What was the most surprising fact was that I didn't want my SP anymore. LOL. During and after my shift, I noticed that my SP kind of started to come back to me. He started contacting me, commenting on my social media posts. He used to like also all my pictures. But yet, I didn't want him anymore. My self-concept was too high. But of course, if I persisted more, I am more than sure that maybe I would still be with the previous SP by now. I just didn't want him anymore. Anyway, as time goes by, I encounter another specific person, which was and still is the most incredible, amazing man I have ever met. The communication was great. All of what I had learned I applied on my current specific person, and he conformed greatly to my projection. I cannot say I haven't had any struggles with this second SP, because of course I did. The old beliefs would pop up from time to time, but still, I was okay. I'm 26 years old now. It's been 4 years since I met my amazing second and forever SP, and of course will continue to apply every teaching, everything I have learned. I see myself married to him, and I am confident and a beautiful wife. We are so much alike. We both like philosophy, history, and so on. We have so many other mutual interests, and he sees me as the best thing ever. I will also like to share the success story of my marriage too, and I will. And yes, I cannot deny that maybe I started following also other LOA teachers regarding the manifestation of the SP, but yet you are irreplaceable. You are my number one teacher. You taught me the most important thing in my life, which is how to love myself. I am so grateful to you for everything. And here, my success story comes to an end. Love from Greece, Ali. Thank you, Ali. It's a wonderful thing to hear that, you have found this at a young age, and you have now had 4 wonderful years with your wonderful relationship. And, it's easy to have a great relationship for 3 months, 6 months, but it's people that stay together for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years and more that I think have really worked on being together, dealing with any negative emotions, dealing with childhood stuff, and being able to still function and have a good relationship within that. So wonderful news. I think this is just, you're just at the beginning of your journey of, you're in your 20s, you've got heaps ahead of you, and it's wonderful to know that you will have all of this wonderful information, especially the self-love part, to carry you forward into your future. Lots of love, Ali, and thank you very much for sending in your story. Lots of love, everyone. Hope you enjoyed Ali's story, and I will see you soon in another video.